And Cher is going to start the proceedings off. How are you, old bag?
Hello, Bean.
We go back a long way.
Well, do we?
Yeah, I had hair when I first met
I
him.
know.
Yeah.
And you were teeny.
I was teeny.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
And I had Sonny.
Yeah, you had...
And he was teeny.
He was.
You had Sonny, too.
So, Bono was a completely inappropriate name for him then.
Yes, it was. Completely. All right, so I'm supposed to ask you this question. If you could describe yourself in 20 words or less, what would you say, darling?
Shy, generous, temperamental, fabulous. I don't know. Just an old tart, basically.
Yes,
You know that.
I do.
Kathleen Turner, where are you?
I'm right here.
Oh, there you are.
Well, I was wondering, actually, that I know you've got classical training. I know you trained at the Royal Academy.
Right.
So how come you got bumped over into rock and roll?
Well, you see, I knew at an early age that these hands, which are extremely small, would not be suitable for classical music. Because, most classical pianists have beautifully long fingers. And most pianists have very long fingers. And I just about get an octave. So I knew at an early age that I wasn't good enough for classical music. I love playing classical music, but I actually prefer to play rock and roll. And so that's what I decided to do.
It was your hands that did it, huh?
It was the hands that did it. I'm not small in every department, of course.
No, hands have nothing to do with it.
No, hands.
No.
Don't believe what you read. Yeah. My reputation's gone within 2 questions, right? I'm leaving.
No, Timothy's going.
Yeah, I've got a
Timothy.
question for you. If, by any kind of mischance, you'd failed to become what you are, what do you think you'd have done? What would you have liked to have done?
I was quite happy, just being involved in music, basically. And a couple of friends of mine used to run an import record shop in Berwick Street called Musicland. And even when I had a successful record in 1970, I used to go there when I could and help behind the counter. So, I mean, I'd probably work in Tower Records or something like that. And I know Tower Records inside out in Los Angeles. So I'd probably be one of those guys in the real baggy T-shirts and the sort of unkempt hair or whatever, who knew everything about where that's over there, that's over there. But I'd probably work in a record store. Glamorous record store, of course. Scary Spice, where are you?
Okay.
You got a question for me?
Yes, I have. My question is, if you was in the Spice Boys, who would the other Spice Boys be, and who would be scary?
Well, I think Rod Stewart would have to be in the Spice Boys. He'd be Mingy Spice. Who else would I have in it? Sting would have to be in it. Absolutely, you'd have to be in the Spice Girls, boys. Yeah, and he'd be Hot Spice, don't you think? Or no, Tantric Spice.
Yes, I like that.
And George Michael. He could be. What would he be? Hairy Spice. Yes. So and I'd definitely be, I might be Mint Spice. With a C-E and not an T, right? So, yeah, I'd love to be. There should be a Spice Boys group, don't you think? For us heterosexuals.
Elton, if you was one of us Spice Girls, which one would you be?
Me.
I would have to say I'd be Scary Spice.
Hey!
But I think, actually...
She wears glasses as well, isn't it, Elton?
Yeah,
Haven't got 'em on.
I think so, yeah.
So you would be Ginger, you know.
No, I think I'd probably dress more like Ginger Spice. Yeah.
I thought so,
Yeah.
you know.
I'd actually like to ask if you had any platform disasters.
Any what?
Any platform disasters?
Oh, I've got loads of platforms at home. That I've still got, yes, from the old days. 8-inch high platforms.
Have you fallen over in any of them?
I've fallen over them in private, yes. During the bondage sessions, I've fallen over. But on stage, no. No, absolutely not.
Okay, I've got a special question, actually.
Right.
You might say no, we won't take it personally,
But can we sing a song with you? Can we get up?
The Spice Girls singing a song with me?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You said,
Not sing it together.
come on. Come on. What we're going to do is a song that I recorded in 1976 with Kiki D. Now, is Kiki here tonight? Yes. Kiki!